Hello and welcome to another Chubspressions. Today we will be taking a look at a game called Dead Cells, a procedurally generated roguelite dungeon crawler, and any other categories and tags you can put on it. It's just a really fun hack and slash dungeon crawler with a pseudo permadeath. You pretty much just start from the very beginning every time you die, but it's not as bad as you might think, and I'll go over that a bit later. So when you start, you come across this guy, and he's pretty much just the record keeper. He shows, you know, all the shit you've done so far. I have yet to figure out what the hell this thing is. That's one of the new features. It was released May 10th, and I bought this game in early access for like $10. I haven't played it in a little while, but I was playing it for a couple of weeks there, and I wanted to do a video on it because it's a really solid game, man. But they've added a few things that I haven't yet been able to explore. Maybe one day we will. So, oh yeah, I forgot I couldn't get in there. Oh shit. So, you very basic controls. Shift is dodge, space is jump, left click is attack. If I can actually hit him. Left click is attack. I guess it should be more specific than that. So left click is the weapon you have assigned to left click. Right click is the weapon you have assigned to right click. There's also Q and E, which are your skill maneuvers, which I haven't picked any up yet, so I can't really show you that just yet. So the object of this game is to just collect as many dead cells as the game's namesake implies, as many dead cells as you possibly can, and those allow you to upgrade things a bit later. I'll go over that in a bit when I get there. You have other basic things like it's damage, health, and skill for three separate stats, all of which are pretty self-explanatory. Let's go over it real quick anyway. Health is health. Get more health with the health stat. Damage, you do more damage with the health stat. And skill, you do more damage with your Q and E abilities, and I believe it also reduces the cooldown on them. These are fun. Also pretty self-explanatory. Teleporters. It allows you to teleport around the level a lot quicker. They're distributed randomly, being that it's procedurally generated. I mean, that's what I love about this game, is it's just super simplistic, but executed very well, where you never feel like you're being punished too harshly, or you're being punished just enough to keep you going. You're not getting frustrated because you constantly are dying or other shit is happening, but yeah, you're dying enough to where you're like, okay, I can get this, I'll get it next time. And there's a fun little system later on when you complete the stage that kind of pushes that momentum forward, and I'll show you here in a bit. I keep referencing that, but it's like a very main focus of why this game like progresses so nicely. These things are fun. Let's see if I can show you. I totally can. So I have these two, and it looks like I have a long list of other runes I can find, but there's runes that you eventually unlock with some dead cells that you pick up, which allow you to unlock new areas. When you first start the game, you will not have these, and you will not be able to go into these areas. Ooh, let me see if I can... Ah, shit, I killed him. That's interesting, and the areas that you go to... Oh, here's a good opportunity, actually, to show you something that is almost like quintessential in this game later on. But if you're... I'll wait until he comes back. If your enemy is by the door... Come on, dude, hurry it up. and you blast through the door. Ah, I killed him. Shit. Anyway, so if your enemy is by the door and you blast through the door, it'll knock him out for, I don't know, I think it's like a second and a half maybe, which just allows you to just wail on him like crazy. Toxic sewers. What else did I want to talk about in here? You know what? No, let's go hit up the reason why I love the progression in this game so much. It's very Metroid-esque because there's little things that you need to find before you can progress into different avenues of each and every level, but it's still procedurally generated. It's just all that shit is randomly assorted, and then, but it's always, I've always found them in every stage. Like, every stage has their own little areas that you can't access. So this here is the collector, and he collects all of the dead cells that you pick up. And this right here is all of the skills and or abilities and or weapons you can unlock as you progress through the game and kill enemies. And there's like little hidden blocks that you can see. I wish I could have found one for you, but you can see them. They're a little hard to find, but they have like very slightly glowing runes on them, and if you attack them, it'll like drop an item or a gem, and it'll give you money and all that. But as you gain blueprints, they will be put onto this board, and if you spend your dead cells on them, then you can like unlock that item to be found in the world somewhere. And then if you further upgrade that blueprint, the item will be stronger and stronger every single time you find it. Though, keep in mind, if you never upgrade your item, it will not become stronger. And you're more than welcome to just distribute them however you want. Just put them into whatever the heck, or if you're looking for like one specific thing, you just plow them all into that. And usually if you unlock something or fully upgrade an item, he will drop it when you exit the screen. The thing to keep in mind with all of these is that it's all permanent. This is all permanent upgrades that you will continue to have over all the countless amount of times you will die. You'll always have these. So this is what I mean when I say like it's really challenging, frustrating game at some points. But because you get to always keep every single one of your upgrades after you die, and then there's certain ones such as like gold recovery, like you get a percentage of the gold that you lose when you die right when you start from the very beginning, which is awesome. Like it really kind of gives you that recharge of like, I can get back there again, let's fucking keep pushing. This is also a really helpful one because you only get one health potion at the beginning, but if you continue upgrading this guy, you have more and more and more and more flasks, or at least more charges for the one flask you have, and so on and so forth. Like if you go through this list, there's a whole bunch of really helpful ones that you can choose from. But I can't stress that point enough, is that the progression in this is just supreme. You don't really see that much these days, especially with a super basic, simple game like this. Like the controls are really simple and fluid. It's very skill based, so if you fuck up, it's on you. You can't like, oh, the game lagged, or you know, that's the hitbox or collision detection's off or whatever. It's always your fault, which can be more frustrating at times, but it's very rewarding when you really pull off something epic. These are some of my favorite things right here, is these potion recharge stations. I don't know why, I just feel like it's a really cool animation. It's very satisfying. Oh yeah, so you can just like regularly open doors without just blasting through them, but like why the fuck wouldn't you just blast through it? I'm going to attempt to find a elite creature, but I really doubt it. Ooh, yeah, stay out of the poison water. Sewers. Every environment has its own little challenges, except for maybe the first level doesn't really have any, like, environmental challenges. But the sewers is definitely one of the hardest if you like running around all over the place, because there's poison water and shit all over there, all over. There's another level that's like really high in the sky, so you have the potential of falling off and dying. I'm not gonna waste too much time here trying to find an elite monster, 'cause it's probably not going to happen. Those guys are fun. It's coming out of the ground. As you can see, like, all the character animations in this are pretty on point, man. Like I keep saying, it's a very simple but great, very well executed game. These are fun too. These are timed doors, which I have honestly yet to get through one, but I haven't really tried. But I always run into them with, like, oh, they've been sealed for a minute and some change. But from what I understand, there's like a bunch of jewels and some extra added stuff behind them. I would assume some equipment, maybe some blueprints or something behind them that, you know, it's just, you know, it rewards you for being super quick. Like I said, there's still a lot of stuff in this game that I haven't checked out yet or had a chance to check out, or just am not good enough to check out. So we'll get there at some point. I want to show you one last thing, I believe. Yeah, I think that's about it. But I have to die. So when you die within the stage, you lose all of your cells, you lose all your money, you lose everything. You start from the very beginning. Right away, you get your gold back. And I want to clarify, like, I don't know, there's no story behind this. I don't know what the fuck that green slime is, or why it possesses this body, or any of that. I have no idea. It just, that's what happens when you die. You fall out of a tube, and you possess the first body you run across. It seems to always be this guy. But yeah, you gotta pick up your money, like, right at the get-go. Boom, 6,000 bucks. Sweet. And there's some other fun upgrades, like, I chose, you always start with a bow, a regular, just regular melee weapon as a sword or short sword or something, and a shield. There is one upgrade that allows you to get a random melee weapon at the beginning of each new beginning. So that one's been fun so far. Also gives you the opportunity to try out new swords without actually having to find them, which is nice. This balance one actually feels pretty good. Has kind of a bunch of light and then some heavy attacks to finish it off, which is really cool. I like that a lot. And one of my favorite things, which I really just realized, was everything up here above my character in these like vials and flasks and such is all of the upgrades I have unlocked so far. So it'll be really interesting once I progress further into the game to see if all of these are going to fill up and just be like a crazy decoration of all the stuff I've achieved while playing this game, which is really cool. Well, you guys, that was Dead Cells. I really hope you give it a shot. It's super cheap. I believe it's $16.99 on Steam right now. It's well worth your dollar, especially if you like games like this. It's very nice, simple, quick fun. You don't have to put hours and hours and hours into this game, though you totally can. I prefer it for like a hour, maybe two, before I go off to work. Just kind of zone out, get me ready for the day. It's really nice. However you want to play it, it's fun. Check it out. Art's great, music's great. I love it a lot. I hate to give it so much praise because I'm sure there's flaws, but you know what, I don't care. I have a really good time with it. Anyway, I'm probably going to be playing this a bit more throughout the week because I just picked it up again after a little bit, and I forgot how much I really enjoy this game. So I'll be playing a little bit more on my Twitch channel at Mr. Chubbs Plays. So go check me out there, please. I could definitely use some company. It's hard to keep the conversation going when you're by yourself. I can only do that for so long. Anyway, be excellent to each other, y'all.